here are my very best tips that I wish I knew when I was back in college. So the first step is to get rid of junk. Unsubscribe. I'm talking massive overhaul of all your subscriptions. The easiest way to do this is in Gmail. You can click on an email from your phone or the desktop. If Gmail has recognized it as a newsletter, you should have an unsubscribe button somewhere on the top or at the bottom. Click that and it might lead you through lots of steps, but eventually you will be able to unsubscribe. In theory, sometimes they only subscribe you from one of their mailing lists that they've added you to though. So this isn't a foolproof method and it is very tedious. This would take you hours, for example, if you've had your email since you were 10 years old. And by the way, I recommend doing this for your personal and school email. However, because this can take so long, I would really recommend a tool like Clean Email, which you can access as an app or on the web or from your Mac app. There's lots of options and it groups all of your subscriptions in one place, lets you rank from the senders who send you the most emails, and lets you manage them in bulk. So you can literally hit select all and unsubscribe and all those newsletters will be gone from your inbox. I personally don't want to do this. I prefer knowing what I'm unsubscribing from. So instead, I usually go in Clean Email and I hit rank by whoever sends you the most messages. I think it's like highest number of messages or emails. And then I unsubscribe from those top offenders first. I have a whole video on Clean Email and unsubscribing that I will link below if you're interested in more. That is just scratching the surface of what it can do for email management. But yeah, first step, unsubscribe from all the junk in your email. Next, to get rid of junk is to archive. Now, you might say, why not just delete it? If you know it's junk and you want to sift through your email one by one and delete things, then be my guest. But I'm a little bit of a digital hoarder, and this is my hack around that. Archiving removes emails from your main inbox and moves them into a separate archive folder that you can access very easily. And instead of deleting it, they're now saved and searchable, but they're just out of your main view. Now, if you don't want to archive your whole inbox, you can archive by folders. For example, promotions. I don't know why you would need to have all your promotions in your inbox, but if you're going to go buy something from a specific store, you can just search in your Gmail search bar for that brand and those promotions will pop back up. So click on the promotions tab and click the select box in the top left-hand corner. Hit select all conversations that match this search, and then you can hit the archive button right next to the select button and hit confirm bulk action and just click OK. And you can do that for other categories like social and updates. If you want more folders, Clean Email, who you might have guessed now is a sponsor of this video, has other smart folders such as ride sharing receipts. It's got everything. But anyway, back to the tips. Next is somehow finding the people that you do want to make sure that you get emails from and making sure they pop up. So in Gmail, you can star them. For your school email, you'll likely be using Outlook. And I really recommend whenever your professors send you that first email and you get their email address, you follow these steps to pin their emails always to the top of your inbox whenever they come in. You have to do this on the web, by the way. Settings, mail, and then click rules. And then for all messages from, and then put in your professor's email, and then add a condition. So from this person, add action, and we're gonna hit pin to top. And you can add an exception too, like for example, if your professor sends you a weekly newsletter or something weird that you don't want, but for the most part, if your professors are emailing you, you're going to want to see those at the top. So now you've unsubscribed from junk, you've archived emails that you don't need to see right now, you've pinned important professors to the top, and my last tip is very simple. Only use your school email for school-related purposes. When I was in college, I signed up for things like Netflix and other subscriptions, and then I graduated from school and they get rid of your email. You're not going to have that email for forever. It lasts for about a year or two or so, and then you don't have access to it. So if you used it for something important, even something for school that you'll need long term, like student loans, you won't be able to access that email. So only use your school email for school stuff. If you enjoyed this video, I commend you for making an effort to keep your inbox organized and clean in college. It's not something that I was keen on doing, and I'm really glad that I've got it a little bit more together now, and I hope that you implement just one of these tips. And if you stuck around until the very, very end, there's a 15% off discount for you in the description below.